Again, thank you for joining us here. Kinder along with Jacob Barker, and as my partner so elegantly put out before tip-off here, it is a house divided here in the Reich. You got purple on one side of the arena and red on the other side, and they definitely don't want to mix between these two hated rivals. As we'll take a look at the starting lineups now, Jacob will have it for the visitors from Bexley.
Starting at Gardenos, 5'3" freshman out of Dayton Chaminade Julian High School, Simone Gage. A 5'6" junior out of Fostoria, Ohio, number 23, Cookie Gorowski. A 5'10" freshman out of Cincinnati Coleraine High School, Kristen Thompson. A 5'10" sophomore guard out of Fayetteville, Shelby Sheets. And a 5'10" senior forward, number 32, Stacy Timmerman out of New Bremen, Ohio. To the Cardinals, David.
Of course, Capital coached by head coach Dixie Jeffers in her 27th year. The Capital, 13-9 on the year, and 5-4 abroad. Now for your starting lineup for the Cardinals of Westerville. Number 2, Chelsea Reed is the sophomore guard from Fairborn. Number 10, Maddie Miller, sophomore guard from New Albany. Allie Leopard will wear number 12. She's the senior guard from Urbana. Hannah Day, the team leading scorer coming into this one with 16.2 points per game, will wear number 30, and she's the senior forward from Chillicothe. And Tabitha Piper rounds out the starting 5. She's a sophomore forward from Sunbury Big Walnut High School, and she'll be wearing number 34. Well, the girls break from their huddles here, and they're about to head out to midcourt for the jump between these two hated rivalries. Otterbein coming into this one 17-5 on the year, 11-4 in conference play. The Crusaders 8-7 in conference play. Last time these two teams met up, Otterbein came out on the winning end of a 64-39 game in the Capitol Center. Hannah Day and Tabitha Piper led the way for the Cardinals that day, combining for 33 points and 14 rebounds, shooting 10 of 17 from the floor. Otterbein will come out in their traditional white home uniforms with the tan and cardinal trim. The girls from Bexley in their purple uniforms with the white trim and white numbering.
You can bet Capital will be looking for a revenge here on this one, David. They've lost their last 4 games, bad enough to drop down into the sixth place in the OAC, and that gets really crucial as every game goes on here as you approach tournament time.
Piper and Thomas go out for the opening tip, and it is controlled by the girls from Bexley, who will bring it across half court and look to start this game off. Running around the perimeter. Gorowski will have it. She'll pass it down low along the baseline. Looking to shoot. Thinks otherwise. Kicks it out to a teammate in the corner. Driving towards the basket. She'll go up, have her shot blocked by Piper. Hannah Day comes away with it. She throws it to Reed down court. Reed down low to Leopard, and it's tipped and intercepted, and there'll be a turnover. And Bexley, the girls from Bexley, have the ball, and they're running down court. Have it in the corner, on the perimeter, thinks about a 3, holds up. Sheets with the ball, kicks it out into the corner. Gorowski with it now. Trying to drive in the lane, trying to break the Cardinal defense, can't. An errant throw over the head of Cookie Gorowski, the junior guard from Fosteria, goes out of bounds, and the Cardinals will have the ball with about a minute gone in this game. No score here in the Reich Center in Westerville, Ohio. Allie Leopard will be running the point position, and she'll bring the ball down the court. Leopard has it. There's a foul down low, no basket. Be a blocking foul there on Capital, and Otterbein will inbound it from the baseline. The inbound goes to senior Hannah Day, the team's leading scorer. She gets down to Piper down low, who kicks it out to Reed. Reed will set up the offense again and look for room to work. She's going to go and drive the lane. She goes up with the layup, and then she gets it to go through the net.
Great look there. Great individual effort by Chelsea Reed to find the open lane.
Chelsea Reed, the sophomore guard, came up huge in the Cardinals' last win, and she's able to drive the lane there and find for an easy 2 points. Otterbein takes the quick 2-0 advantage. 18.5 left to go in the first half. Capital with the ball around the perimeter, trying to work it down low. They have it under the post. Goes up, no good. Capital comes away with the rebound and kicks it back out to the top of the perimeter. Just 7 seconds left on the shot clock. The last shot did not hit the rim. Almost loses the ball down to 2. He's it up, no good. Shot clock violation, but Otterbein comes away with it. It's Piper who has it. And she's running quickly down court, and she's going to look to go to the hole. But they're going to rule it. Went off her knee, went out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover to Capital. And there'll be a 30-second timeout on the floor. Coach Dixie Jeffers calls it. And Jacob, we see a turnover there, but both these teams not really known for the turnover. In the OAC, they rank second and third respectively, and the least amount of turnovers per game. So they're both pretty efficient at hanging onto the rock.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, these two teams love to handle the ball. They know how to do it. But if the Cardinals are going to get anything done here on defense, you have to let Capital shoot the three. They're 28.7% from behind the arc. And your leading three-point shooter is Cookie Gorowski, who's 38 out of 109. So that says a lot about what they cannot do from behind the arc.
Does indeed. As they break the huddle, Capital will have possession. Their own baseline, they'll inbound it. 18 minutes left to go in the first half. Crusaders around the perimeter, trying to find an opening in the Cardinal defense. They cannot and have not so far at all in the game. Kick it out, there's a jumper, and it goes through. 2 points, Capital ties the game up at 2, 17:38 left to go. Reed has the ball, she's gonna dribble the lane again, kicks it out to Day. Day will go into the lane. There'll be a foul down low as bodies fall onto the court. And Piper will go down low to the baseline to inbound it. Foul on Capital, their second of the game. The inbound will go to Chelsea Cannon, who will kick it out to Piper. She'll take a jump shot, no good off the front of the iron. Bodies on the floor. There's a scrum for the ball. Hannah Day comes up with it, but they're gonna rule a jump ball as Hannah Day and a Capital player. That was Shelby Sigmund, the freshman, going after it. Jump ball called. Possession error will favor the Cardinals. The inbound will go under the basket. No good, air ball. Capital comes away with the rebound. Gage has it, the freshman from Dayton, and she's running down court quickly. Gets it off to Timberman. Timberman kicks it out, shot up, bounces off the rim. Iron unkind. Hannah Day comes away with the rebound and throws it to Reed, streaking down the court. Reed's going to look to drive. She'll think better, pass it out to Piper, who hoists it up. No good. Reed comes away with the rebound, goes up, and she's fouled in the action.
That was the right idea there by Chelsea Reed, taking advantage of getting those second chances after Piper missed that one.
The third foul of the half for Capital, so the foul situation starting to add up for the Crusaders of Bexley. Reed's first shot is up, and it is good. On the season, Reed shooting 80% from the line, 33 of 41 now. Her second attempt is also up. It is good, too. She makes both of them and increases the Otterbein lead to 2. And here come the Crusaders quickly down the court looking to score.
Yeah, free throw shooting was Chelsea Reed's bread and butter the other night. 8 out of her 14 points came off free throws, which she shot 8 from 10.
Timberman being harassed by Day, who forces the turnover. It goes into the hand of Leopard, and she's going down the court. She has an open jump shot. She'll take it, and she'll make it. Allie Leopard able to come away with the jump shot from about 5 feet away from the net. And the Cardinals are up over their rivals 6-2 with 16 and a half left to go. Gorowski with the ball at the top of the perimeter. She'll get it to Will. Still operating from the perimeter. Sheets to Timberman. Timberman back out to Sheets. Kicking it around, just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll drive, and it will go in. Good job by the Capital able there to work the shot clock, and when they need to, drive the lane and get it to fall.
Well, that's Connie Richardson's style of defense, though. They try to make you get down to those final few seconds on the shot clock, and Gage had the right idea. She knew how much time was left on the shot clock and just took a quick jumper and ended up going in.
Reed running the point, has the ball. Trying to utilize a pick from Piper. She's going to drive the lane before kicking it out to Leopard, who will hoist up a three, and it's good. Allie Leopard, the senior from Urbana, knocks down the first three-point goal of this game, and Otterbein jumps out to a 9-4 lead. Capital will have the same idea and come away with another three-point, no good. Kicks out, Hannah Day has it. She has Chelsea Cannon, who can't hang on to the pass. It hits off her hands and hits outside of the baseline. A turnover as Otterbein tries to score a little too quickly there after the errant three by Capital.
Yeah, Allie Leopard loves to shoot the three. She's not quite the point scorer that you may see on the leaderboard every single night. She's 21 of 55 at 38%, so nothing spectacular, but it's always good enough to get the job done.
Goroski has it. She's trying to find someone down in the post to work it low. No good. Baconhaster comes away with it. Leopard gets it down low to Sneegard. Back out to Baconhaster, will take a jump shot. Air ball, no good. Not sure if there's a hand on that ball or not. But Capital comes away with it, and Timmerman's driving the lane before kicking it down low. Shelby Sheets could not finish that time. She had it wide open. She hesitated a little, and it'll go out of bounds. And Otterbein has possession now. 14:45 left to go. Leopard brings it up to Piper. Piper at the top of the arc to Day. Day will hoist up another three, and it's good. Otterbein back-to-back possessions. Now they're 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Hannah Day knocks down that one. Goroski with the ball. Out to Sheets. Sheets to Timberman. Timberman will take a jump shot from the baseline. No good. Capital comes away with the rebound. They're able to block it. Piper's the one who got her hand on it, and Otterbein will keep possession.
Well, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this when it comes to these games. You got student section starting to fill up. You got a house-divided atmosphere. You got both cheerleading squads here. This is vintage college basketball at its best.
When you look at both these teams, very similar in the statistical side of the categories. Piper shoots another three from the corner. This one does not fall. Otterbein comes away with the rebound, kicked out to Day, who thinks of a three before driving the lane. She'll go up for a layup. No good. And Goroski comes down with the rebound. Goroski will heave it long down court. But Kristen Thomas, the freshman from Cincinnati, is unable to hold on to the long pass from Goroski. It will go out of bounds and another turnover. And we spoke of both these teams not making a lot of turnovers, but so far we've seen a lot of errant passes going off the hands, and there's been quite a few turnovers so far by both teams.
Yeah, both teams really not taking a look at a lot. They're taking too many risks, I would say. And when you find those open, and when you're trying to make those kinds of passes that are unnecessary, it's going to cost you.
Reed not having any success trying to drive the lane. Will kick it out to Day. Day will give it to Baconhaster down to Snedeker. There's a tumble on the court. 2 white jerseys versus 1 purple. And they'll rule that in favor of Capital. Turnover. And the ladies of Bexley will take over the ball. The foul on the court. That's the first for Otterbein of the game. 3-1 now in fouls. Gage will run the point, bring it up court. Otterbein applying a little bit of pressure. Reed playing defense outside on the perimeter. Back out to Gage. Goroski looks to drive before kicking it out. Goroski thinks of the three before driving. Runs into a wall. Defenders, a breakdown in the defense there as they left Kristen Thompson all alone under the basket, but Otterbein fouls her before she can come away with the basket. Not a terrible foul there, Jacob, because as long as you make sure she doesn't make the basket, she had an easy layup there. You're going to make her work for it here on the charity stripe.
Yeah, Brittany Baconhaster certainly holds a size advantage. 6'1", standing as a freshman. That's a big body to try and move by down front.
Kristen Thomas on the season, 44 of 66 from the charity stripe. Her second attempt is up, and it rains true. 12-6, Otterbein ahead of their rivals. 12 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Reed running the point will cross the half-court line. Baconhaster has the ball, looking for room to operate, kicks it back out to Reed. Reed looks to drive. She's going to go up for the layup, and a good job of Reed to navigate through the bodies and go up hard and use that backboard to find a nice layup for the Cardinals. Goroski kicks it to Gage. Gage is going to hoist up a three-pointer of her own, and that one swishes through for 3 points for Capital. 14-9 now the score. Otterbein up, just over 12 minutes left to go. Maddie Miller, seeing her first action of the game, has the ball before getting it out to the point guard Reed. Trying to utilize a Baconhaster pick. Reed back out today to Snedeker. Looking to drive, kicks it out to Miller. Miller's going to hoist up a three. Air ball. Snedeker comes away with the rebound. She throws it up on the second chance. Teammates fighting for the ball again on the court. And they'll get the timeout on the floor. And we've seen already a lot, Jacob, a lot of loose balls and a lot of girls diving for them. Just prove what a big game this is for both of these teams. A lot of passion in this rivalry. These schools separated by just 15 miles of traffic time. Big-time rivals, and they're willing to go all out for balls because they know that this game will mean a lot in the standings when the season does end, and for pride.
It definitely does mean a lot for standings because if you're the Cardinals, you're sitting in third, tied for second place in the OAC. Capital's been on a losing streak, is trying to claw their way back up there again. So this game is everything when you combine the fact that you have a heated rivalry, historic rivalry, and the time of season it is.
These two teams first met on the hardwood back in 1985, the first season for both of these schools that played basketball. Capital holds the all-time record standings, 37 wins to just 17 wins for the Cardinals. So Reed will be on her own baseline inbounding it. 11:47 left to play. Otterbein up 14-9. She'll get it out to Piper. Piper looking to drive the lane. She'll kick it out to Miller, and they'll set up the offense again. Maddie Miller to Piper in the corner. To Chelsea Cannon, the forward. Chelsea Cannon's looking to drive, kicks it out to Reed. She's going to hoist up a three of her own. Hits off the back, no good. Snedeker comes away with the rebound. And Otterbein has another possession with a new shot clock. Cannon trying to set a pick for Reed. Down to Snedeker, looking to go up hard for the layup, and gets the kind roll there.
That's why you put Snedeker down low near the basket. She loves the dirty work. She loves to dig that ball loose, and she loves to bring it up from in close.
Moving down the court, tipped away from Maddie Miller. Maddie Miller comes away with the steal there, and she's going to bring the ball down court. Kicks it out to Reed, who's trapped down there in the corner around the scorer's table before an errant pass. Little confusion there on the court by the girls. So we see Kristen Reisner, the freshman forward, substituted into the game now for Capital. And she has the ball in her first varsity action today. Goroski has it, shoots from free throw distance, no good. It looks like it went off the hands of Piper. It did indeed, and possession will remain at the far side of the court with Capital. Gage, the freshman from Dayton, will run the point. To Timberman.
Just for the record, 3 freshmen on the court right now for this Capitals team.
That three-pointer no good for Capital. Chelsea Cannon comes away with the rebound, and she's going to bring the ball down court before getting it to Reed. Reed to Piper, back out to Reed. The Cardinals having a difficult time finding a hole in this defense. Maddie Miller has it. She's going to drive baseline. She's going to go up hard for a layup. No good. Off the hands of Chelsea Cannon. And Goroski's the one who comes away with the orange ball. And they're going to move quickly down the court. They have Gage. Oh, they missed Gage wide open under the basket for an easy layup. They find Timberman, though, and another turnover. Otterbein comes away with the steal. Reed hoists it down to Maddie Miller. Miller will slow up play and set up a play before kicking it to Piper, who's going to hoist up a three of her own. Rims in and out. Piper comes away with her own offensive rebound. She goes up hard for the layup. No good. Could not convert on the second chance, but a foul down low as Maddie Miller and Goroski both hit the deck. Now a foul will go on Maddie Miller, and both the Cardinals and Crusaders are equal with 3 fouls apiece.
I wasn't sure about that one. I thought, Maddie Miller was trying to go for the loose ball, and Goroski was kind of standing in the way. But, that was more of a collision course taking place there.
Goroski, the junior, brings it up the court, running the point. Good defense being played by the Cardinals to harass them, and another errant throw goes out of bounds. About the 4th or 5th so far we've seen in this game. Bad pass that's gone out of bounds.
About 5 turnovers for both teams, and we're just past the halfway point of the first half.
It was Reisner who made the bad pass, and Shelby Sigmund, the freshman guard, will be substituted in for her. Timmerman's going to take a jump shot from around the baseline, and she'll knock it down. 16-11 now. Otterbein up with just over 9 minutes left to play. Hannah Day has a wide open three-pointer in the corner, and she buries it. Hannah Day with her third three-pointer of the game makes it a 19-11 game.
Well, you don't dare leave Hannah Day wide open at the three-point line because she's going to do something just like we saw there.
That pass goes off of Tabitha Piper and will go out of bounds, and the Cardinals will keep possession, or excuse me, Capital keeps possession.
And Hannah Day's first on the Cardinals team by a wide margin from three-point range at 43.2%. 54 out of 125. Nobody's even come close to her.
Borowski has it, finds Timmerman down low, who will go with a Dr. J type layup over the back. No good. Chelsea Cannon grabs the rebound. And Hannah Day is now operating with it. She's going to go to the baseline before kicking it out to Piper, who takes a jump shot, rattles in and out. Piper comes away with her own rebound, and she's fouled in the act of going up for the second chance layup.
And we've seen that twice from Tabitha Piper already today. Really following her shots well and not giving up. Just giving chase to every single thing that goes toward the net.
Tabitha Piper will go to the charity stripe, shooting 72% on the year from the free throw line. Her first shot up, and it's good. The sophomore forward from Big Walnut High School makes it a 10-point game with converting on both of those free throw opportunities. Capital now has another errant throw. And that'll be over and back as it goes over the half-court line. Another turnover here for the Crusaders with 8:20 left to go. Otterbein up 21-11. Simone Gage will be substituted into the game now for Shelby Sigmund. One freshman for another. Capital has 6 turnovers in this game compared to 5 for Otterbein. Been very sloppy in the passing game for both of these two rivals early on. Reed being played defense by Gage. Piper will get it to Chelsea Cannon, who will go up for the layup. No good. And they'll call a charge on that one. Foul on Chelsea Cannon for the charge down in the lane. Both teams now with 4 fouls with 8:10 left to go in the first half. Gage will have the ball and run the point. To Gorowski, back to Gage. Sheets is going to give it to Timmerman. Timmerman takes a shot, no good. Hannah Day is able to corral on the rebound. Physical rebound, elbows flying there, but she comes away with it, and now it's Reed streaking down the court. And Reed goes coast to coast on that one, and now another loose ball, but Gage is able to come away with it. Great job by Reed to go all the way across the floor and go for that one. Gage will take a jump shot, no good. Timmerman gets the offensive rebound, and her second chance opportunity hits the backboard and goes in. Otterbein looking to score quickly before Leopard will slow it down. Piper down to Chelsea Cannon all alone. Chelsea Cannon with a nice layup. Good offensive ball work there by the Cardinals, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. Head coach Dixie Jeffers wants to take timeout to talk things over with her women, as it's 25-13 now. Otterbein starting to get a little bit of momentum with the 12-point lead, and that was a bunch of good offensive ball work there by the Cardinals in the past few possessions to find the open girl in the post down low, Jacob.
Absolutely right. You know, there's a saying, go to the net, good things will happen. Every time the Cardinals are going to the net, they're getting rewarded for it. I mean, we saw in that last play, you know, Chelsea Reed, you know, she had nowhere else to go with it. Court was spread out all over the place. You know, players were spread out everywhere. And what's she going to do? Well, she's not going to just take any chances. She's going to drive to the net. And I remember back before she started getting on the hot streak with scoring against John Carroll, one of the coaches kept telling her, Coach said, I got to start shooting more in practice, so I started shooting 10 shots in practice, and it's paying off.
Otterbein is out shooting Capital right now, 9-22, shooting 41% from the field. The Crusaders from Bexley just 5 of 19, 26%, a similar percentage to what they shot the first time these two squared off. The Crusaders were only able to make 26% of their shots the last time they played in the Capitol Center, leading to the 64-39 Otterbein victory.
Not only do we have both fan bases here, both cheerleading squads here, but we got both mascots in the house. So this could, watch out for our own LJ, the DJ, cue up a jam, and, we could have a little bit of a mascot. We could be in for a little bit of a mascot dance-off.
Not uncommon to see the mascots go at it.
Nope.
Both girls break the huddle. The same 5 will take the court. Capital will have possession of the ball, and it'll be Gage who brings it up, gives it to Goroski. Chelsea Cannon gets her hand on that one and knocks it out of bounds to disrupt the offensive play of Capital. Goroski gets it into Gage. 20 on the shot clock. Sheets is going to drive, kick it out to Goroski. Sheets to Timberman down low, to Goroski. Good ball work around the perimeter. Gage is going to go strong. No good. Air ball. Can't get it. Loose ball in the court. Slips out of the hands of Hannah Day. Goroski has it, but none of them can get a shot off, and there will be a shot clock violation as the ball is found in the hands of Timberman when the clock hit 0.
I'm not sure what the Crusaders were thinking there after they got that loose ball. You have to have your eyes on the shot clock the whole time. Now, they had great ball work. They had everything. They had all the right passes down and everything. Gage had that shooting lane, but they didn't follow up well enough.
Chelsea Reed looks to try to get it in the post to Cannon. She can't, and instead will dribble it herself. Trying to find an opening. Gets it out to Chelsea Cannon. Chelsea Cannon splits 2 defenders, takes a jump shot, no good, gets her own offensive rebound. Her second attempt is also no good, an air ball. But it will stay with Otterbein as it went off the hands of a Capital player. Hannah Day will inbound it from the baseline. Day has it outside the perimeter. She's going to look to drive, spins. Nice bit of maneuverability, and she's fouled as she goes up, and she'll go to the charity stripe with 6:13 left to play in the first half. Otterbein up 25-13. Senior Hannah Day will go to the free throw line.
And that's Goroski's second of the afternoon already.
Hannah Day's first shot is up, and it is good. Day, a 67% free throw shooter on the year. Rachel Snediger will come into the game now for Chelsea Cannon. Hannah Day, who has 7 points so far in this game. Second shot is up, and it is good too. Hannah Day knocks down both of the free throws, making it 27-13 with 6 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Gage has it in the corner. Thinks about a 3, but thinks otherwise and kicks it out to Goroski, who's being played defense by Hannah Day, who almost comes up with a steal there. Sheets has it. She's going to take a 2, a long 2, no good. Iron Unkind there. Hannah Day had it, loses it, and that's in the hands of Sheets now, who kicks it to Goroski in the corner. Being played defense by Piper. Down low, a turnover there into the hands of Piper, who heaves it down court. Hannah Day is racing down. She has it. And there'll be a collision on the court and a foul down low as Gage hits the deck.
What a hustle there by Simone Gage, though. She knew what Hannah Day is capable of, and she wasn't going to take any, she's willing to take the risk and sacrifice the body for that one.
That's the 6th foul on Capital so far, as Gage commits it on Hannah Day, and Day will inbound it. She gets it down low to Baconhaster. Baconhaster trying to post up, kicks it out to Snediger, and it goes in. A good job of Snediger to play off the block there. Very good offensive play by Connie Richardson's women there. Sheets has it around the perimeter. Gets it down low, looking to go up with a awkward shot there. Can't get it to fall, and Otterbein's quickly moving down the court. A long heave to Baconhaster. Leopard will slow things down and look to set up the offense. Leopard today, who corrals it in. She's going to take a long 2. Iron Unkind, no good. Capital quickly moving down the court. They have numbers. Here comes Gage. Going up for the layup, no good. Ball's loose on the court. Otterbein finds a way to come away with it. It was Piper who finally got her hands on it. And now Leopard will try to slow things down as she tries to utilize a pick from Baconhaster. Oh, my. Foul on the court, very hard there. Capital player hits the deck. That's Kristen Thompson, the freshman forward from Cincinnati, who goes down.
And Capital fans, much to the ire of the Capital fans too. Was rather questionable. You could say, yeah, it's a blocking foul, but she's trying to stand in the way of Allie Leopard there.
Coach Dixie Jeffers is furious about the call in the court, and she's letting the officials have a piece of her mind. The first shot is up, and it is good. She's still steaming down there, screaming at anything that will listen.
You got to have a thin skin to wear zebra stripes like that.
Can't take anything personally.
Yeah, I know. I certainly would not be. I'm certainly glad I'm up here and not down there.
Kristen Reisner, the freshman forward from Washington Courthouse, is substituted into the game now for Kristen Thompson. The second shot is up, no good. And she's only able to come away with one of two shots. The ladies in purple now with possession of the ball. Kicks it out low, going to take a jump shot in the corner, and it's good from a long two distance. Capital's able to knock it down, cutting this lead in half for Otterbein, 30-15. 4 1/4 left to play. Hannah Day is going to hoist up a three of her own, and with a hand in the face, she knocks it down, and that brings to life this right center crowd a little. Hannah Day with her third three-pointer of the half. Timmerman has it, thinks about a jumper, pulls back. Gets it to Sheets, who's being harassed by Hannah Day. Day playing great defense on her. Down low. And they're going to call a foul down low. Looks like they're going to call it on Hannah Day.
Hannah Day just saying, get out of my house. You're going to have to do things the hard way.
The fifth foul on Otterbein in this game. Reisner will shoot two. Her first is up. Hits off the back of the iron. No good. It's Maddie Miller substituted into the game now for Allie Leopard. %, free throw shooter on the year. Her second attempt up, and it too is no good, but it goes off the hands of Baconhaster, unfortunately, and it will remain in possession of Capital. Can't come away with the rebound there, can Baconhaster, the freshman forward from Plain City, Jonathan Older High School. Timmerman's going to take an awkward jump shot, but she manages to knock it down while falling to her left. It rattles in, and it's a 33-17 lead for Otterbein here. 3:40 left to go. Reed has the ball, being played tight defense by Gage, being double teamed now. She gets it down low to Baconhaster, who will go up. Almost got fouled, it looked like. Snediger comes away with the rebound and comes away with the second chance offensive layup.
Yeah, Brittany Baconhaster should have had that first one, but it was Cardinals had numbers down low, and Snediger was there to pick up the loose garbage.
Capital operating down the baseline. A foul hard down low. There'll be a foul down low. Another one, the sixth on the day for Otterbein. Reisner's first attempt is up, and it is good. Substitutions in the game now. Chelsea Cannon will come in, as will Allie Leopard. So Hannah Day comes out, as does Miller. Reisner, the freshman, shooting her second attempt. It's up, and it goes through the net. 35-18 now. As we'll see more substitutions into the game. Some fresh faces getting in now for Capital. .310 left to go. Allie Leopard. Snediger has it looking to drive, kicks it out to Reed. Reed thinks of a three, drives it herself. Snediger going baseline, almost goes out of bounds at the feet of Piper. It's on the court, loose ball. Capital comes away with it, and now they're working quickly down the court. Gage has it. Down low to Timberman, who will pull up for a jumper. No good, off the front of the iron. Another loose ball on the court. Chelsea Cannon can't come away with it. Brittany Baconhaster will be substituted into the game at forward for Chelsea Cannon now. Shelby Sigmund, the freshman from Bellbrook, on the line. shooting 1 and 1. Both teams now in the bonus. Sigmund's first is no good. Leopard comes away with the rebound. Leopard dribbles around off a Baconhaster pick to Reed in the corner. Back out to Leopard. To Piper. Baconhaster down low to Snedeker, who has a layup. No good, can't get it to fall. And Capital comes away with the rebound. 2:16 left to go. Capital takes a jumper in the corner, no good. Chelsea Reed comes away with the rebound. Reed will hoist it down to Leopard. Leopard almost out of bounds, able to flip it out, and it will go out of bounds. And while there's a timeout on the court, we'll toss it down to Jordan, who has something to say down there on the court. With Jordan?
We don't have enough tempo, and tempo will be everything in this first half. She said get in the mindset of more intense play and more fast pace on the court. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jordan. Capital with the ball. 1:45 left to go. About 10 left on the shot clock now. Get it down low. Loose ball on the court. They're able to come away with it. Hannah Day playing defense on Timmerman. Timmerman is going to hoist up a shot with 3 on the shot clock. No good. Snedeker comes away with the rebound, ripping it away from Capital. Hannah Day to Piper. They got numbers. Down low to Leopard. Leopard will go up for a layup. Too easy.
Great isolation play and great transition for the Cardinals.
Otterbein's able to move the ball effectively down court with long passes. With 1:10 left, they have a 37-19 lead. Capital will kick it out. A long jumper from 2 will go off the back end of the iron. No good. Karam out of bounds. Officials will rule in favor. That is Otterbein possession with exactly 1 minute left to go in the first half. Kristen Reisner substituted back into the game now for Coach Dixie Jeffers women. 60 seconds left to go in the first half. Chelsea Reed will be running the point and bring it across the line. Hannah Day with it, looking to drive. She'll go up with a layup. No good. Doesn't hit rim. Snedeker almost has it before it goes out of bounds. Went off the hands of Sigmund, though, the freshman. And Otterbein will keep possession and inbound it from the sidelines.
Just for the record here, the Cardinals have at least 3 players with at least 8 points. On the other hand, you have the Crusaders, Timmerman with 7, Gage with 8. And then you only have 2 other players on the team that have scored.
A lapse in the defense for Capital. And Otterbein's able to find the open Snedeker down low with just 3 on the shot clock. And now a loose ball in the court. Reed fighting for it. Now Hannah Day is struggling to get it. And there's a jump ball called. Possession error will favor Capital, though. And for about the dozenth time in this game, we've seen a loose ball in the court. And both the white jerseys and the purple jerseys going at it to secure it. 20 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. Capital can take the last shot if they want. Gage will have it at the top of the perimeter. Down low. Picks it up on her feet. Go away with it. No good. Just 2 seconds left. Quickly got to get it off. Reed goes for the layup. Off the front of the iron. No good. It would have counted if it could have fallen in. And the teams will head to the locker rooms. 39-19. Otterbein out in front over their rivals from Bexley, and what was a very sloppy first half in some ways. A lot of turnovers for both teams, but Coach Richardson has to be pleased with the final score so far here in the first half, Jacob.
Absolutely right, but you go back to that last play. You don't get many more golden opportunities for a buzzer beater than a layup. And Chelsea Reed, she knew she had missed it. She knew she should have had it, but none the worse for wear. The Cardinals are up 39-19.
We'll throw it down to Jordan, who has an interview with Coach Richardson right here before halftime.
Coach, with a pretty significant lead going into the second half here, what are some things that the girls are doing that you'd like to see carry over?
I don't think we've played an exceptionally good good first half. I should say it's a decent first half. I think tempo is going to be the key, and we keep talking about our tempo and pushing it with them. And if we can do that and get it going, you'll see what happens. We get some easy buckets out of it as well. So.
This season, Otterbein has been significantly stronger in the first half, but sometimes lets the team come back the second half. Why is that a challenge, and how are we going to make that stop this second half here?
First, I'm going to remind them who they're playing today, and it doesn't matter what the lead is. We talk a lot about in halftime as far as what the score is. Well, I want them to always play with the mentality that they're down 10. So we'll go back in, we'll talk about that. It doesn't matter what happens the first half. It's really like we talked before. It's how you finish games, and it's how you finish seasons.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Jordan. As it's halftime here at the Reich Center, Otterbein holding the 39-19 lead over their rivals from Bexley here at the half. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back for the second half inbound here from the Reich Center. I'm David Kinder along with Jacob Barker. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after half.
Welcome back here to the Reich Center, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Barker here, along with David Kinder, ready to bring you the second half action between the Crusaders and the Otterbein Cardinals. Cardinals on top, 39-19. And you heard the comments from Connie Richardson there at the end of the half saying we have to be able. Sense of urgency is key for the Cardinals. They have to keep the tempo going. David, what are your thoughts?
All around, just a very sloppy game, even though the scoreboard might not indicate it, despite the big lead there by the Cardinals. Almost 20 combined turnovers for both these teams in the first half alone. Taking a look at some of the box score statistics from the first half here at the Reich Center, Hannah Day, as she is one to do, leads all players in scoring with 11 points, going 3 of 6 from the field. Allie Leopard and Chelsea Reed and Rachel Snediger are also tied with 8 points apiece for the Cardinals. Leading the way is for Capital is Stacy Timmerman, one of only 2 seniors on this freshman-loaded squad with 8 points. Gage was able to shoot 3 of 6 from the field and come away with 7 points. And in the rebounding category, it was Tabitha Piper leading the way with 6 for Otterbein, and Sheets and Gorowski counting 4 for Capital. So just a few seconds left as the teams break huddle. I'd like to see Coach Richardson's girls try to slow it down a lot more. I know they're a high transition team, like to score a lot of baskets in transition, but a lot of the times we've seen them try to move too quickly down the court, and they've gotten very sloppy in their passing. And we've seen a lot of their passes go off the hands of intended targets and go out of bounds, and cause for the 9 turnover we've seen from the Cardinal women today.
As right here, as the seconds wind down to mark the end of halftime, get ready to start the action here at the second half. And when you talk about turnovers, Cardinals actually committing 9 turnovers and Capital committing 8, so definitely a lot of those here. As Tabitha Piper gets ready to inbound here to start the second half. She'll hand it off to Chelsea Reed. Chelsea Reed defended by Simone Gage, just now across the center court line. Reed defended there by Gage. Hands it off to Tabitha Piper outside the arc. Piper now give and go to Chelsea Reed, and it's good.
We saw that a few times in the first half. Good ball movement by Otterbein. When they do slow down their offensive tack, they're able to find someone streaking down low under the net for those easy layups, just like we saw there. Good assist.
As Simone Gage, top of the key. She'll hand it off to Sheets. Sheets to Gorowski for 3. No good. Rebounded, picked up by Hannah Day. And the Cardinals in transition will bring it across the court, led by Chelsea Reed. Reed, she'll hand it off to Allie Leopard. She'll take a 3 of her own. That's no good, but the rebound is scooped up by the Cardinals. But no. Gage tries to knock it away inadvertently. And they're going to call it out on the Cardinals. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my. That's a terrible call by the Zebras down there on the court. Gage had almost full possession of that ball before it squirted loose from her arms and rolled out of bounds. Otterbein wisely allowed it to go out of bounds. Bad call by the officials there.
Yeah, you don't hear Connie Richardson scream at the officials that much, but she's letting them have it right now. But none the worse for wear. The Cardinals in transition, but it's stolen again by Simone Gage. Gage crosses center court line. She'll set it up, hand it off to Gorowski, to Timmerman down low, and puts up a quick shot, but it's rebounded by Hannah Day.
More of the same, as both teams now have over double digits in the turnover department, just as we saw in the first half, and you're going to get that from a young team like Capital is, who has a lot of freshmen on their squad.
3-point shot from the left wing is no good by Hannah Day, and the Crusaders will bring it out. Simone Gage, top of the key. She'll try to walk it inside the lane, but it's stolen by Hannah Day. And yet another turnover by the Cardinals.
Saw Capital taking a three-point attempt earlier and thinking about a couple other of them. If I'm Otterbein's defense, I'm going to allow them to chuck up those long shots from State Street any day, any time of the game, because they've only made one so far in the game.
As we mentioned, the Crusaders 28% from behind the arc. As Sheets will hand it off to Goroski, left wing. Goroski tries to put it inside and just puts it off the foot of Piper to knock it out of bounds. As we mentioned, the Crusaders have taken 4 three-pointers already, have only made one of them. As Sheets will inbound, top of the key to Simone Gage. Gage, she'll hand it off in the lane. Quick jumper by Goroski. No good, but she picks up her own rebound. Gage now, top of the key. She'll keep it alive. Puts up a jumper, and it's no good. Chelsea Cannon will maintain possession, but defended there by Sheets and Timmerman. She'll hand it off to Hannah Day. Hannah Day hands it off to Chelsea Reed. Back give and go to Hannah Day. Puts it up. But she'll go to the charity stripe on that one, and it looks like it's going to go to Timmerman.
Saw Chelsea Cannon come away with the rebound there on that last possession for Capital. That's a big reason Otterbein has the commanding lead that they do now. They out-rebounded the Crusaders 30-17 in the first half.
Hannah Day's first shot is up and good. Hannah Day, but coming into this game, 67% from the free throw from the charity stripe, 29 for 43 on the year. And she makes her second as well. 43-19, Cardinals on top. 17:54 remaining in this half as Goroski will hand it off to Timmerman. Timmerman, she'll hand it off to Goroski, top of the key. Right wing to Sheets. Gage, top of the key. Sheets again outside the arc on the right wing. Dribbles her way top of the key. Sheets hands it off to Goroski down low in the left wing. Goroski comes out from on the baseline and puts up a quick jumper and in.
First points of the game there for Cookie Goroski. Good job of her to find the open shot and the hole in the Cardinal defense there.
And Goroski coming in this game, it's coming in scoreless. That's a shocker for her. As she has 11, she came in averaging 11 points per game, second on this Capital team. As Timmerman will cross center court line, defended tightly there by Allie Leopard to Simone Gage. Gage, left wing, Goroski for 3, and it's no good. Meantime, at the other end, Chelsea Reed streaking down the lane, tries to put up a quick jumper. No. She'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
There it is again. We've already seen 3 fast break plays for the Cardinals today. Not really able to capitalize on any of them. Capital able to get back quickly and foul them before they can get the easy shot off. But gotta like the quick transition plays if you're Coach Connie Richardson. It just means your girls are coming away with quick steals and getting it down court. Would like to see him try to slow it down more often, though.
As Allie Leopard takes the inbound to Hannah Day. Snedeker tries to put up a jumper inside the lane, and it's good. Great work there by Rachel Snedeker to put up the easy deuce.
We've seen a couple times now in this game, Snedeker down low is able to work the ball away from the defender, under, around them, and all the way over just to get the ball in the net.
As Simone Gage hands it off right wing. Goroski for 3, no good. Rebound scooped up by Tabitha Piper. And she'll dish it off to Hannah Day. Hannah Day streaks in on the right wing. Nowhere to go with it. She'll hand it off to Allie Leopard on the left wing. Leopard looks to set it up, and she'll bring it top of the key. Leopard takes a look. She'll hand it off right wing to Piper. Top of the key, Baconhaster defended there by Timmerman. And she'll hand it off to Snedeker to Leopard to the basket, and it's good. Timmerman hands it off to Sheets. Sheets nowhere to go with it, across the center court line. Gage tries to bring it inside the lane, but can't. As Sheets, top of the key, hands it off to Simone Gage. She'll have it top of the key to Sheets on the left wing. Hands it off to Goroski. Goroski, but it's easily picked off there by Rachel Snedeker. And she'll hand it off in transition. Streaking down the wing is Hannah Day inside the lane, and it's good. Easy layup for Hannah Day.
A lot of great passing overall by the Cardinals we've seen so far. They're out assisting Capital 11-3 in this game. And that's a reason for, as we see Coach Dixie Jeffers is getting furious with the officials down there. That's her second time getting into the face of the Zebras and giving them a piece of her mind. But as I was saying, Otterbein today has been very effective when they do get their passes down low, as we saw just there. Hannah Day is able to call in a long pass for an easy layup, and Otterbein's out assisting their rivals from Bexley 11-3 today. much of the reason why the score is as it is today. Otterbein able to get it down low to the post players, and Capital has not.
Yeah, as you said there, Capital head coach just getting a little too antsy with the referees, and that's the last thing you want to do. You're already down by 28 points. The last thing you want to do is commit a technical, which means 2 trips to the free throw line and possession of the Cardinals. And if you're the Cardinals shooting free throws, making them shoot free throws, they don't have many issues with that, as they have a handful of players that are, looking at this team, 68% from the charity stripe. And you got a handful of players that are also, you have 5, that are shooting more than 60%. So discipline is definitely the key for this whole Capital team right now.
The coach included. I'm surprised after the 2 verbal arguments that she got into, she has not received a technical foul yet from these officials.
Dixie Jeffers, though, definitely a veteran, 27th season as Capital head coach.
Only coach in the OAC who's been here longer than our coach, that is Connie Richardson, the Heidelberg grad in her 22nd year on the sidelines here at the Reich.
As play is back in action, and Sheets will try to hand it off on the baseline. She'll bring it in to Kristen Thompson, who puts it in. Kristen Thompson, great work to crash the net. And the Crusaders claw back to within 26. Allie Leopard waits, top of the key. Leopard now runs it on the right wing. She'll hand it off to Schnedeker. Quick attempted pass for Baconhaster, but it's scooped up by Gorowski. And the Crusaders in transition will bring it the other way. Meanwhile, inside the lane, quick jumper by Thompson, and it's rebounded by Schnedeker. But now Politano not giving up on it, and it's taken away by Gorowski, who hands it off down low to Timmerman.
Yeah, in the effort to go for the ball, they forgot about Timberman, who was cherry picking down there, able to come up with the easy layup.
Meantime, at the other end, Hannah Day, she's going to earn her trip to the charity stripe as Thompson standing in the way.
An extremely physical game on both teams. 3rd foul there for Capital so far in the half. Both teams gotten the bonus in the first half. A lot of loose balls and diving for it. Very physical game by these 2 opponents who know this rivalry's history very well.
And it seems like no matter what sport it is between these 2 teams, it's going to get physical no matter what. You look back to during football season, you had at least 2 players ejected from that game, and as well as a handful of penalties dished out because of a mix of melees. And now you got a bunch of tussles in this one.
You see the 2 Chelsea substituted into the game, Cannon and Reed now for Coach Richardson.
As Kristen Reisinger is back into the game, as well as Nina Napolitano for the Crusaders. Gorowski, top of the key. She'll hand it off to Napolitano. Gorowski, top of the key. And it's Chelsea Reed got an extra arm on Napolitano. She'll inbound down low on the baseline. Be Cardinals first of the half with 14:43 remaining, 51-25. Cardinals on top. Napolitano, she'll look to hand it off. Wade surveys her options, and she'll find Simone Gage inside, but she's fouled there. And that'll be Schnedeker's second of the afternoon. As Napolitano will inbound yet again. Napolitano, she'll hand it off to Sheets. Quick jumper just inside the arc, but it's rebounded by Day. Chelsea Reed, she'll hand it off top of the key. Reed. Schnedeker inside. Now hands it off to Miller. Quick jumper, puts it up, and it's good. Schnedeker not giving up on it, though, and she puts it in. Napolitano now, top of the key. She'll hand it off to Simone Gage. Gage now tries to bring it inside the lane. Jumper, air ball, and it's scooped up by Hannah Day. Now, meantime, at the other end, Chelsea Reed with it. Reed tries to hang on to it. And I'm not sure what they're going to call here, David, as here's maybe player control, double dribble, travel. Couldn't quite hear the clear call from our PA announcer, Bob Kennedy. But it'll go to the Crusaders as Napolitano will inbound, and she'll hand it off to Gorowski. Cookie Gorowski. She'll hand it off. She'll bring it in. Top of the key. Hands it off to Napolitano left wing, but she'll transition. She'll move it opposite sideline. And Thompson puts up a quick jumper, but it's scooped up by Hannah Day. Day now will try to bring it down. Hannah Day, she'll hand it off to Snedeker, left wing. Now top of the key, Chelsea Reed with it. Reed, defended there by Thompson, tries to bring it in herself, and she does. Gets the lucky roll on the lay-in, as does Chelsea Reed.
Friendly spin in there. Hannah Day able to dish that one out. She's also rising up the ranks close to a double-double now. She's already equaled her season total on the year in scoring with 17 points. She also has 9 rebounds to pace the Cardinals in that category. Almost a double-double for the senior.
As Gorowski puts up a quick jumper, and it's good. Cuts the deficit to inside 30 as Napolitano keeps pressing. Chelsea Reed finally brings it inside past the half-court line. Defended tightly by Napolitano. She'll bring it left shoulder, but Napolitano steals it, and the Crusaders will come away with it as Sheets throws it down the opposite end to Gorowski. Now tries to bring it inside for Thompson. Quick jumper is up, and it's no good. But Crusaders maintain possession. Now Sheets again, quick jumper, and it's off the hands of Maddie Miller as Reed will pick it up on the rebound. Reed tries to airmail at the other end and almost nails our very own Sean Moneypenny, but none the worse for wear. Good reflexes make the difference there.
See Leopard substituted into the game now for Chelsea Reed.
Turnovers definitely mounting a lot in this game as the Cardinals have now committed up to 16 turnovers to the Crusaders 11. But when you get an inexperienced team, as you said, David, lots of freshmen, that's what you're going to get. As Gorowski now top of the key takes a three, and it's good. Cookie Gorowski for three. 55-30. Cardinals still on top, but the Crusaders pressing to try and make this a game again. It's Hannah Day for three on the outside the arc on the left wing, but that's no good.
Day just missing her fourth three-point field goal there. These players hit the deck again. Seems like that's happened a lot today. Keep mentioning it, but it is a very physical rivalry out on the court. These colors don't run, and these teams really don't like each other.
Looks
that
like
much very obvious.
Looks like Connie Richardson's calling a timeout to just settle her girls down a little bit. Cardinals getting a little worked up out there as the fouls and turnovers are mounting. Just for the record, though, the Cardinals now have 4 players in double digits. You have Hannah Day with 17, not surprising. Chelsea Reed with 12, as well as Rachel Snedeker, and then Allie Leopard with 10. So, we're seeing lots of balance, David, on this Cardinals team.
Yeah, definitely. Day coming in this one averaging 16 on the year has already surpassed that. Still with 12 minutes left to go in the game. She's the 4th leading scorer in the conference. Look to funnel much of their offense through her with the remaining 12 in this game. But as you said, Connie Richardson probably just calling this timeout. Calm her girls down and tell them that this is from here on out. It's all mental. Be smart out on the court. Definitely don't forget who you're going against. Don't forget that that's a purple jersey across from you, but don't let it affect the way that you play, and don't do anything risky out on the court just because they are your rivals. Still play the smart way you have been playing. Use your effective passing as you have and keep those high assist numbers up and try to cut down on the turnovers and try to build on this 25-point lead that they have surmounted here at the Reich.
As teams break from their timeouts, and the Cardinals will get ready to take the court again. As Tabitha Piper back in the game, as well as Chelsea Cannon for the Cardinals. As Reisinger she'll hand it off to Napolitano. Now Timmerman hands it off on the left wing. Gorowski for three, left wing, and it's good. Cookie Gorowski again, second consecutive three for the junior.
Now it appears Otterbein might have to start defending that three-point line a little closer than they did in the first few frames of this game. Capital only made 1 3-point goal. Back-to-back possessions, they've able to make 2 now, cutting into this deficit. Interesting to see what defensive changes they'll make to try to defend the three-point line a little closer.
It's Chelsea Cannon. She'll hand it off to Day on the left. Day, top of the key. Tries to dish it off inside for Piper, but she'll scoop it up again. Piper tries to bring it inside, tries to get her own rebound, but they're going to call her over the back. Piper's first of the game, team's 4th of the afternoon in the second half. as Shelby Sheets will hand it off to Nina Napolitano. Now Sheets again, left shoulder. She'll try to bring it top of the key to Napolitano. Napolitano near baseline for Timmerman. Quick jumper, and it's in.
Long shots starting to fall for Capital now. Earlier they weren't attempting as many, and they definitely weren't going down. Now these long distance shots that the Crusaders are putting up are finding a little bit of distance and going through.
As Leopard tries to bring it top of the key, defended tightly by Napolitano. Maddie Miller now top of the key. She'll hand it off on the left wing to Hannah Day for the jumper. No good, and as it rebounds off the rim. And Gorowski will bring it out.
Crusaders doing a much better job in this half of boxing out and coming away with the rebounds. Unlike in the first half, Otterbein doubled them up in the rebounding category and was able to come away with a lot of second chance opportunities. The Crusaders doing a much better job of boxing out here, so Otterbein can't come down with the second chance shots.
As Hannah Day and Chelsea Reed switch places, and Chelsea Reed will be back in the game. She'll lead the Cardinals' attack across center court. Reed, top of the key, defended tightly by Napolitano. Hands it off right wing for three for Miller. No good. And it's scooped up by Gorowski. Gorowski, she'll hand it off to Napolitano on the right wing, near baseline to Timmerman. To Gorowski, top of the key for three. No. Rebound scooped up by Piper as the Crusaders try to fight for it. But it looks like that will be a foul on number 33, Kristen Reisinger, the freshman out of Washington Courthouse. As we said earlier, lots of freshmen on this team, 8 of them, in fact, for the Crusaders. As Piper will dish it off to Chelsea Reed. Full court press now by Simone Gage. Reed tries to bring it across court, finally does. Now double teamed there by Timmerman and Gage, but Cardinals will hand it off. Now it's Chelsea Cannon inside the lane, Tabitha Piper. Left wing, Allie Leopard defended by Gorowski. Shot clock under 10. Allie Leopard, top of the key, brings it inside the lane, puts it up. And they're going to call her for a traveling violation on that one, David. Not sure where that call was coming, but I guess they spotted Allie Leopard's extra 2 steps.
Not sure about that. Looked like her feet might have shuffled a bit, but I thought she might have got it off before the fall down. Nonetheless, they call it, and there we see another errant pass from the purple jerseys go out of bounds. Yet another turnover here.
Yeah,
as we see Hannah Day check back into the game for Maddie Miller.
That was a great play by Maddie Miller, though, as she was riding. Great pressure by Maddie Miller to force it out of bounds, and Piper will bring it in. Piper, she'll hand it off to Allie Leopard, defended double teamed by this Crusaders full court press. As Allie Leopard looks to slow things down against this Crusaders team. Top of the key, Chelsea Cannon. She'll hand it off left wing to Hannah Day. Hannah Day near baseline, puts it up, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Hannah Day, the senior star for Otterbein, has now reached a double-double. 17 points in the game and 10 rebounds now, leading Otterbein in both of those statistical categories. She'll try to make it 19 here with the 2 free throw attempts.
And she can make it 12 for 13 on the afternoon for this Cardinals team, as she does, as the Cardinals are 12 for 13 from the free throw line. As Hannah Day has not missed one yet. Gets ready for her second shot. Triple dribbles, takes a look, puts it up, but it's no good. As the Crusaders will come away with it, and it's Duran handing it off to Gorowski. To Timmerman, inside to Gage, as Gorowski tries to retrieve the loose ball there. As Gage will hand it off, Gage will take it left wing. Gorowski on the shoulder, quick jumper, and it's in.
Gorowski, after going scoreless in the first half, is now knocked down. So we see another turnover go through the legs of Hannah Day. Gorowski with 4 long-range shots here in the second half. Otterbein needs to make sure they always have someone on her. Going scoreless in the first half, she's able to put a little bit of life in this Capital team now.
The Capitals have finally now crawled back to within inside 20. And there's still 8:44 remaining in this game, David. Plenty of time for this Crusaders team to mount a comeback. As Duran takes a 3, no good. And Piper loses control of that one.
Definitely no time to get complacent if you're the Cardinals, realizing still a lot of time left in this game. Anything can happen. As we have a little confrontation, a meeting on the court between the officials.
And I'm not sure what they're trying to discuss. It looks like, though, that it will be Crusaders ball. And it looks like we got a shot clock malfunction here, and they're trying to fix that malfunction as they do.
Jeffers giving the official a piece of her mind yet again down there.
As mad scramble in front again, and the Crusaders come away with it again. Now Gorowski, another three, no good. As Hannah Day will scoop it up, and she's got Allie Leopard on the left wing. Leopard takes her time, not going to rush it, not going to pull off any risks here at this point in the game. Cardinals just looking to slow things down, set things up in the zone. As Chelsea Reed hands it off on the shoulder for Piper. No good, and it's scooped up by Timmerman, and she'll put it off the foot of Piper and out of bounds.
Cardinals couldn't come away with a basket there, but I still like the decision by Leopard. She gets the long pass from Day, and in the first half we would have seen the Cardinals try to drive the lane to try to come away with a basket there. Wise decision of her to slow things up and try to set up a play, something we wouldn't have seen out of the Cardinals in the first half of this game. As we see the forward Chelsea Cannon come out of the game, Rachel Snediger will check in for her.
Also for line 20, Rachel Snediger replacing Tabitha Piper.
And Snediger will replace Piper. As both teams trying to sort things out here on the court with 8:01 remaining. And Gorowski will bring it back in to Simone Gage. Gage now tries to bring it inside the lane. Quick jumper by Timmerman, and it's no good. Rebound is scooped up by Hannah Day, and they're going to call a foul on the Crusaders for that one, as they were trying to take their chances with the double team.
That foul will go on Stacy Timmerman, the senior forward from New Bremen. Sixth foul for Capital in this game.
Port Kelly checks into the game for the Cardinals as Chelsea Reed will bring it in across center court. Reed defended there tightly by Simone Gage, left wing. Chelsea Reed nowhere to go with it. She'll hand it off to Allie Leopard. Leopard inside the lane for Snediger. Defended there by Timmerman. Puts it up, and it's in. Great individual effort by Rachel Snediger that has the nose for the net. Gives the Cardinals a crucial 2 points.
Snediger has played very efficiently in this game. She shot 6 of 8 from the field, and it might not seem like it, but she's the second leading scorer in this game with 20 points, also hauling in 8 rebounds. Makes her second in that category as well for the Cardinals.
Let's go, Mo, you got it.
Simone Gage looks to take her first shot. Takes her time, takes a look, and it's good. Simone Gage definitely wanted to shoot the free throws. 24 for 35 on the year at 68.6%. As the Cardinals will take a timeout, quick 30-second timeout in this game.
Coach Richardson probably going to talk about what kind of defensive strategies they're going to try to employ over this last 7 and about 22 seconds left to go here in the second half. 20-point lead sure is a comfortable lead, but can't get complacent with it. Can't forget about the clock and make sure that, as we've seen Gorowski hitting down a few long shots here in the second half that we haven't seen Capital been able to make in the first half or the early parts of the second half. Got to keep an eye on that perimeter, play tight defense. You see Coach Richardson fired up down there. She understands the importance of this game and of this rivalry for her girls.
As the Cardinals will get ready to take the court yet again, as well as do the Crusaders, as Gage attempts her second shot. Just for the record, the Crusaders only with 2 players in double digits in this game. Gorowski with 12, all those coming in this half, and Timmerman with 12 as well.
Gage now has 9 on the game, besting her season average of 7.5.
As Bort Kelly's trying to look for an option in this full court press, but she finds Chelsea Reed streaking down the wing. Left wing, Rachel Snediger will take it. Allie Leopard now. Looks nowhere to go with it, but she'll hand it off to Chelsea Reed, left wing outside the arc. Chelsea Reed, she'll look nowhere to go with it. Defended tightly there by Napolitano. Reed, shot clock winding down under 10. Snediger tries to bring it up. No good, but the rebound there is scooped up by Bart Kelly. And Chelsea Reed now on the left wing. Now opposite end, Leopard for 3. No good, and that's an air ball scooped up by Gorowski. Gorowski at the other end, Simone Gage streaking down, puts up a jumper, and it's in.
Did that with a little contact. Probably could have been a foul called there. on the defender, able to knock it down with the contact. Impressive there by Gage, coming with her 11th point, and comes away with the ball as there's a loose ball in the court.
And it looks like they're gonna give this one its possession arrow is pointing towards Capital, but not sure if they're gonna call a jump ball or not. As the officials try to sort things out here, and indeed it will be a jumper, as Piper will check in for Burt Kelly.
Otterbein substitution 34, Tabitha Piper replacing Burt Kelly.
58-41, Cardinals still on top as they've had the double-digit lead ever since the midway point of the first half. 6:27 remaining as Gorowski will bring it in top of the key. On the shoulder to Gage. Gage to Napolitano. Napolitano now, she'll hand it off, back off. Now for three, and you can make that one, and you can add that one to the scoreboard as well. 58-44 now as the Crusaders clawing their way back in this one. Allie Leopard now, she'll take it top of the key, defended by Napolitano. Tries to bring it inside the lane. As it rolls in, Allie Leopard gets the lucky roll to give the Cardinals a much-needed 2 points. But meantime, at the other end, Gorowski will bring it in. Simone Gage to Gorowski. She'll take another three, but Tabitha Piper there is right there on the doorstep as she's double-teamed by the Crusaders as Napolitano and Timmerman were trying to fight for the loose ball. As the Cardinals will take yet another timeout to slow things down. David, intensity definitely picking up a lot as the Crusaders finally making those shots. And if you're the Cardinals, you have to be boxing out. You have to be taking away all those chances.
Definitely do. Don't want any second chance opportunities. That was what will kill a team more than anything. We see Otterbein with the comfortable lead here, but if they don't continue to box out like they have this entire game and give out those second chance opportunities to Capital, they can see this lead disappear like that. It's definitely important that they box out and make sure on the other end they fight to try to get those rebounds. We've seen them out-rebound in the whole game. Capital doing a better job, though, here in the second half. Also seen them come away attempting more long-range shots. It seems like they've cooled off a bit from beyond the perimeter and from long-distance shots, but they're certainly proved capable to knock them down now. Otterbein clinging to the 60-44 lead with 5:41 left to go. As we see the cheerleaders taking the court. Both teams brought their cheerleaders out to the game and mascots, as Jacob said. No conflicts between the mascots here in this game. A very passionate crowd, though. A divided house here. Purple across from us and red on the near side, and the student section starting to fill in here. We would like to remind you that this is a doubleheader. Coming up after the ladies' game, we have the gentlemen who will take the court. Otterbein and Capital will go to war on the men's side of the ball just a few minutes after this game ends. So keep it tuned here with Otterbein TV and catch the men play the Capital squad.
As Piper will take the inbound for the Cardinals. Full court press, 1-2-1-3-1 press by the Crusaders taking place here. As Hannah Day is not going to take any risks, and she'll call the timeout.
Ken Jeffers does not like the call. She was the first to throw her arms up in the air and get into the face of the official there, protesting it. Good job of Day to fight for that loose ball and clearly get the timeout call before they could get their hands on it and change that possession arrow over. And you can see Jeffers with her sign language down there talking to the officials, wants to call the foul on Hannah Day for throwing elbows down there. She's not going to get it, though.
It's been a very physical game, as we have mentioned, but the turnovers, they're just continuing to mount in this game.
That's what you'll get with such a young team like Capital is. Only 2 seniors on this Capital squad. That's Rebecca Will, number 10. And then Stacy Timmerman, the team's leading scorer coming into the game, averaging 13.7. Other than that, a collection of sophomores, freshmen, and juniors. Mainly the freshmen in this one, though.
And just some more stats here for you. As Hannah Day, as expected, 18 points. Snedeker now with 14. Reed and Leopard both with 12. And then you have Piper and Cannon both with 2. But the other shocking part is that you have the Crusaders with 3 players in double digits, but other than, Napolitano, Sigmund, and Thompson, you got 4 other players on that roster that have not scored once. Whereas you look at the Cardinals, you only got 3 of them who haven't scored, and that's Maddie Miller, Burt Kelly, and Baconaster, who have only seen limited playing time. As the Cardinals will take it off the timeout, and Allie Leopard will bring it in, cross center court to Chelsea Reed. Reed defended by Simone Gage, top of the key. Double team now. As Reed tries to bring it in inside, and it's good.
While we have a break on the court, we're going to throw it down to Jordan, who's on the court with some info about the game. Jordan?
And even senior Allie Leopard got in there and said, guys, get your hands up. If you think they're high, put them higher. Back up to you.
Thank you very much, Jordan. As we're back in play, it's Cardinals up now 62-44. As Tabitha Piper with the steal, she'll hand it off to Chelsea Reed, crosses center court line. Now to Allie Leopard, right wing. She'll hand it off near the baseline to Schnedeker. Schnedeker now dribbles inside the lane. Hands it off to Chelsea Reed, 15 on the shot clock. Reed, top of the key, defended by Thompson. Right wing Leopard outside the arc. Top of the key, Chelsea Reed, nowhere to go with it. Shot clock under 10, now to 5. Cardinals got to put up a shot as Chelsea Reed puts up a 3, and it's no good as it hit the rim, but none the worse for wear for the Crusaders. They'll take it. As Gorowski tries to bring it inside, now Thompson, quick jumper, tries to put it off the glass, but can't. And the Cardinals come up with the loose ball as Reed comes away with it to Allie Leopard. Leopard defended tightly there by Napolitano. Just takes her time. Attempted pick there by Schnedeker, doesn't work. But Leopard will maintain possession, and she'll hold it. Shot clock now down to 10 as Hannah Day, top of the key. Nowhere to go with it. Nearly knocked away by Simone Gage as she does. And that one will go out of bounds with only 7 on the shot clock. 62-44, 4:03 remaining here. You're just joining us here on Otterbein TV. As David Kinder said earlier, this is a double-header rivalry weekend for both teams, as the men's team will take the court against Capital men's team, led by Spencer Kneecap and Tim Congrove, who is actually #1 in the OAC in three-point shooting. So that should be an interesting contest there to see how the Cardinals respond to that one, as they look to avenge a 100-62 embarrassing loss at the Capitol Center. Leopard 1-1. Her first shot is good.
Stacy Timmerman, the one who got the foul there, her third of the game. Now 8 for Capital in this game compared to 5 for the Cardinals. Otterbein's in the bonus from here on out.
Leopard puts up her second shot and is rebounded by Gorowski. Gorowski in transition. Tries to bring it in herself, and she's fouled by Hannah Day, and she'll go to the line.
Just the second foul of the day for Hannah Day there. Otterbein now with 6 in the game, though. You see Gorowski go to the line, who's quickly made a scoring presence. She's now tied for the lead in the scoring department for Capital with 12 points, tied with Stacy Timmerman. Just 5 of 14 from the field, but she's made them count, 2 of them being long-range three-point field goals after going scoreless in the first half. She's also a rebound away from joining Hannah Day in the double-double club for today.
Gorowski takes a look, puts it up, and it's good. As Sigmund will come in and replace Nina Napolitano for the Crusaders. 63-46. 3:55 remaining, just under 4 minutes to go. As Leopard will try to bring it in, as Leopard will bring it out.
It's about that time for the Cardinals where you can start to slow down, start to work that offensive clock, make it tick closer to those zeros and try to eat away at it.
As Leopard nowhere to go with it, defended tightly by Sigmund, following her every move. As Leopard will bring it to the left wing, now rotates back up top to Chelsea Reed. Reed tries to bring it in herself, just throws it off of Sigmund, Simone Gage, and no, they're gonna call that one on the Cardinals. Looks like Chelsea Reed may have been out of bounds already before she threw that one off of Gage.
That makes lucky number 20 in the turnover department for Otterbein in this game. Quite impressive that they still have the lead they do despite turning the ball over 20 times.
As Gorowski for 3, rebounded off the rim though by Napolitano. Gorowski top of the key, brings it inside the lane, has it knocked away, but she'll have it on the left wing. Correction, right wing, as Gorowski Nowhere to go with it, but just puts up a jumper, and she makes that one count as well. Timeout now by Dixie Jeffers, as now the Crusaders crawling their way back to within 15 points. And David, you said both these teams have similar stat numbers. So there's not really, other than the you look at the record as one thing, and the fact that Crusaders are riding a 4-game losing streak, but definitely a lot at stake for both teams here.
Yeah, coming into this one, both teams were scoring about 60 points a game, shooting around 38 to 39% from the field, and both were very similar in the rebounding category at exactly 38 rebounds per game for both teams. So very similar squads in that regard. We've seen Otterbein definitely almost double up the rebounding total, and that's one of the big reasons. That and the great assisting play we've seen from a lot of the Cardinals today for the reason for their high score, despite the fact that they've turned the ball over 20 times, 13 for the Capital as well.
As Hannah Dale tries to take the inbound, defended tightly, double team now is Allie Leopard, and she's going to get a call and she's going to get a player control foul for that one for sure. That'll be her first foul of the night and 7th of the half for the Cardinals. Just for the record, Goroski now has 16 points, all of them coming in this second half. So she's definitely caught fire for this Crusaders team, and hopefully at the right time for them as well. Triple team there as Simone Gage takes the steal. Timmerman puts up the second attempt, and it's now 63 to 50.
Not only does Hannah Day lose the offensive rebound there, but she loses the second attempt too, and allows them to come away with a second chance, put up the layup, and make it just a 13-point game with 2.5 to go here. Speaking of fouls, looking at players who are starting to get into foul trouble, that's the 4th foul for Gage in the game. Kristen Thompson also has 4, and across the boards, or on the other side of the court, Chelsea Reed has 4, Tabitha Piper with 3, getting close to that foul out number of 5. Both teams in the bonus now.
As Bob Kennedy lets Cordova his infamous 1-and-1. As Leopard puts up her first shot, and it's in. 64 to 50, as she looks to extend that lead to 15. And she does. As Timmerman will inbound. Napolitano brings it across with speed, across the center court line. She'll look to hand it off, but there's nowhere to go with it. Now on the right wing. Top of the key, Goroski.
She really thought about popping that 3 there.
As Napolitano puts one up from inside, but the rebound is knocked away by the Cardinals. As there's 2:17 remaining on the clock, 65 to 50, and every point matters if you're both teams now. As Gage, 4 fouls in the night, but she tries to put one up, and it's good. Another timeout for the Crusaders as Dixie Jeffers looks to rally her troops yet again.
Yeah, risky play by Gage there. As you said, 4 fouls in the game for a charge in the lane like that. Could easily pick up a 5th and take a seat on the pine there. 13 points for her. She trails now Timmerman and Goroski in that category. We've seen a lot of the Capital players storming back from a poor performance in the first half, able to knock down shots that they weren't getting in the first.
And as the Crusaders mascot trying to ruin the show for the Cardinals cheerleaders, and I'm sure, let's hope they didn't notice that. As as you said, both when you get 2 mascots, both teams with heated rivalries, you're always in for, you're going to be in for something no matter what, David.
Taking a look at the box score as the teams break the huddle. Hannah Day with a double-double in the game, going 4 of 10 from the field. She's able to knock down 18 points while hauling in 13 rebounds, leading the team in that category compared to Piper, who also has 10 rebounds, second in that category. And Leopard with 15 points, Chelsea Reed with 14, comes in 3rd place in the scoring category for Otterbein.
As we're back in action as Maddie Miller takes a long airmailing pass and she makes it count. Great feed there by Hannah Day as Maddie Miller finishes it off for her first points of the afternoon.
Well, Reminder, after this one's over, stay tuned. We'll have post-game interviews from Jordan with Allie Leopard and Coach Connie Richardson for what will hopefully be a victorious performance out of our Cardinals.
As Crusaders try to battle for the loose ball, and Gage will pick it up. Inside the lane for Thompson, no good. Barely misses that one. But Gage, and I think it's Gage going to take her 5th foul here.
She went down hard, and she's slow to get up from the court.
And yes, that indeed will be her 5th of the match.
She'll come out after going 5 of 12 from the field today. 1 of 3 behind the three-point line. Perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 3 rebounds and 13 points. And she's consoled by Coach Jeffers after going down hard to the court.
Obviously not happy about that call. She went down, hit the deck hard.
And in her place will be Shelby Sheets, the sophomore guard from Fayetteville.
As Snedeker will head to the line. Shooting 2. Puts up her first shot, and it goes off the rim.
Schneider coming off the bench today, tallied 14 points, 9 rebounds for Coach Richardson's squad.
As we said earlier, free throw shooting a big advantage for this Cardinals team, as Snedeker makes that 48 for 78. From the charity stripe, as Gorosky puts down yet another 3, and you can make that 19 points on the on the night. As Maddie Miller tries to inbound one, as that goes off the hands of Timmerman, but none the worse for wear. He'll maintain possession in the Cardinals' favor.
Gorosky now attempting 11 three-point field goals, more than the entire Cardinal team combined. Only made 3 of them, though, but they've been important for this Capital team.
And they're going to call a player control foul on Hannah Day for that one, as she looked to try to muscle off Stacy Timmerman. Day obviously not happy about that call. She was just trying to get loose from the double team of the Crusaders.
That'll be Hannah Day's 3rd foul of the contest. 8 now for Otterbein overall. Both teams in the double bonus.
As Gorosky, top of the key. She'll attempt yet another 3, and it's off the backboards. But that looked like they're going to say it went off the hands of Chelsea Reed, much to the disgust of the crowd, and no kidding. Have a lot of miscommunication with this officiating crew this afternoon, as both coaches have noticed as well. And it's batted away there by Rachel Snedeker. Down the wing comes Maddie Miller, and she puts it in. Maddie Miller puts up a crucial 2 points for the Cardinals. And you can make that 70-55 with just under a minute remaining here at the Reich Center. As Thompson tries to work it inside, but she has it taken away by Hannah Day, and Chelsea Reed gathers the loose ball. 42 seconds remaining on the shot clock as Rachel Snedeker puts up yet another easy 2.
Great teamwork there, obviously expecting Snedeker to drive the lane and come away with it. She finds the teammate down low, though, for an easier basket.
As that should pretty well put the icing on the cake for this one. But as Gorosky will get a chance for a 3-point play, and she'll earn a trip for the bonus.
Gorosky's play in the second half, nothing short of sensational, however. Averaging just 11 coming into this one. Now has 21 points on the game with a chance here to make it 22. She will indeed, over doubling up her season average score. You see Kristen Reisner, the freshman, substituted into the game.
As Allie Leopard will take the inbound, and she'll hand it off to Chelsea Reed. Just nearly a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock as she tries to bring it in across center court. Defended tightly there by Sheets. Finally brings it across, and she's just trying to let the clock tick down with under 10 seconds remaining.
Looks like that'll do it, Jacob. They're not going to foul.
But Snedeker's going to finish that one off. None the worse for wear. And that'll put the icing on the cake as his pass is knocked out of bounds by Rachel Snedeker with just 1 second remaining, as the Cardinals will pull off the victory here and make it a season sweep against the Crusaders. as Gorowski tries to put up a 3 to beat the buzzer, but this one is over, and the Cardinals come away victorious 74-58. And now just momentarily, we will get ready to throw it down to Jordan Brown, who will be standing aside with Coach Connie Richardson and Allie Leopard. But as we said, David, the Cardinals they came out firing on all ends. It wasn't pretty for sure. As you said, turnovers were key in this game as they committed 23 of them, Capital only 14. But you have to attribute a lot of the success to the players that you had picking up the points. You had 4 players in double digits. And I mean, that just means, as Connie Richardson said the other night, you love to have balance on a basketball team, and this Cardinal team showed it tonight.
Yeah, they got their scoring in a lot of ways. Didn't really rely on the long-range shot. Just 4 3-point goals in the game. Otterbein very effective, though, when they needed it. And we'll have an interview here with Coach Connie Richardson with her own Jordan down on the court. Jordan?
Coach, what are your feelings about this game after being dominant in both halves?
I still didn't think we did the right things coming down the stretch in the second half. I think we played their pace, and that bothers me a little bit. But, once again, you're never going to complain when you can come out with a W. So we'll go back to work on Monday.
Talk a little bit about Rachel Snedeker coming off the bench for you this season and really making an impact on the team.
Rachel started at the beginning of the year, and it was tough for me to make the decision to have her come off the bench. But she understands it. It's energy, and she gives us an instant energy off the bench. And I think she's done a phenomenal job. So my hat's off to her.
Congratulations, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Jordan. Up here in the booth, we'll throw it back down here in a little bit to an interview with senior guard Allie Leopard, number 12, who was able to come away with 15 points today. An impressive performance from her, going 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 behind the arc, able to come away with 2 rebounds and 2 assists today, too. One of the many Cardinal players scoring in double digits today. 4 Cardinal players able to come up with over 14 points today. We'll throw it down to Jordan again, who has Allie Leopard down on the court.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm here with senior Allie Leopard. Allie, talk a little bit about how you keep the tempo as a senior consistent on and off the court, and how that is to be a team member and what you do to motivate your team a little bit.
Well, it's a big role that Coach put on my shoulders, but the whole team is behind me and they're there to support me, and I clearly couldn't do it without the team being there for my support of keeping the tempo, because if I didn't keep the tempo as well as the other 4 or 5 that come off the bench, we wouldn't be where we are right now.
Obviously, Capital is a rival of the Cardinals. What does it mean to you now that your team has swept them twice?
It's huge. All week, what's always been looking forward to Capital, it's been blowing up on the social network. It's just a big deal. My sister went to Capital, so it's been like a rivalry, but I'm glad to sweep them because it's huge right now, especially with going in the tournament.
Congratulations and good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jordan. As we said earlier, the Cardinals pulling away victorious 74-58 as Allie Leopard coming away with 15 points on the night. Just for the record, Snedeker capturing a team-high 19 points on the afternoon. Hannah Day with 18, Leopard with 15, and Chelsea Reed with 14 points. As the Cardinals pull away victorious.
We'd definitely like to thank everyone who helped out in this OTV broadcast. Just a reminder, this is a doubleheader. Coming up after the break, we have the Otterbein's men's team taking on the Capital's men's team. Otterbein seeking a bit of redemption on a Capital team that put up over 100 points exactly against them last time. We take a quick look at the leading scores from this women's game. As we mentioned, Otterbein comes away with the 74-58 win over their rivals from Bexley, able to sweep the season series. Chelsea Reed came away with 14 on the day. Allie Leopard, who was just interviewed, 15. Hannah Day had her double-double with 13 rebounds, 18 points. Tabitha Piper, 10 and 2 rebounds. And Chelsea Cannon had 2 points, 4 rebounds. And for the visitors, Gage had 13, and Cookie Gorowski really caught fire in the second half, was the leading scorer with 22 points. And Stacy Timberman came away with 14 points to pace the Crusaders. As we mentioned, here in the Reich Center, Otterbein victorious 74-58. And we'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to stay around after the break for the men's game. I'm David Kinder, along with me, Jacob Barker. Thanks for tuning in.